Hello everybody, it's Zack Rhodes for the weekly update. A few things today. First of all, videos this week should be normal. We have BioShock and we have Trails in the Sky, both of which are recorded a little bit. I need to do more BioShock, but I think I have... No, I need to record both this week, so that'll be fine. As for last week, we had videos but no stream. We talked about this last week, but I've been having a lot of back pain trouble. I have to sit back in my chair and not lean forward, but I have my mic turned up, so hopefully you can still hear me. So yeah, I've been having a lot of back trouble. We are working on getting a CT scan right now, so we can't do anything until we have the scan because we need to see if it's a hardware failure or something else. But the type of pain I'm having, and I think I also talked about this a week or two ago, the type of pain I'm having is a problem. It's a problem because I identified that with something being wrong as opposed to something being sore. So also the fact that it's been going on for like 3 weeks now is a bigger problem. So yeah, we're working on that though. The main hurdle, obviously, as always in every person's life, is insurance authorization, so we're just getting that sorted out. Last time, it took them 3 or 4 weeks to do that, so I'm not hopeful for a quick resolution to the beginning of the problem. Let's see. Yes, this past week was not a great week either. And it wasn't as bad as the previous week mentally, I think. Physically, it was still pretty bad. I really just have not been able to do too much at all. I came back to Twitter and Discord, though, just because I wasn't doing anything else with my life. But yeah, it's been very difficult mentally, just dealing with this. I have a lot of trouble putting or taking steps to move forward with my life, just because of all of the cancer and spinal related hurdles that I've had to deal with for almost 10 years now. And when I do take steps forward, it's when I'm sure that I can make those decisions and actually keep my word on the things that I do, whether it's to myself or to other people, because that's something that's very important to me. So I started taking steps towards changing my life and moving forward, and then this started again, and I've had to throw it all away again, and it's... I can't begin to tell you how depressing it is to be forced to fall back into the old mindsets that I've been trying to put away after all these years. And yeah, so it's been a very rough time for me. This is coupled in the fact that, like, you know, it's the usual thing of, like, everybody else around me is moving ahead with their lives, and like, my brother is who's 11 years younger than me, is currently in his second semester of college, taking a psychology major, which was my major over 10 years ago when I was still in college, before I had to drop out because of the cancer. So I'm like helping him with his work and going over the material with him, and like hearing him learn, and he's a very smart person, and he's like just going through all this stuff, and he's way past anything that I was, you know, up to at that point, and I'm just seeing him rocket, like he's an A student just going through it. I'm just like, really happy for you, but also I'm not jealous. I'm just sad that like I'm just not in that position at all in any way, shape, or form. But Dovey, why don't you try taking online courses? Do you think I haven't thought of that? First of all, there's the money problem. But secondly, like, mentally, I try to like learn things now, and I have a very slow start. But yeah, you need to start somewhere, obviously, in order to start the mechanisms working again. But the plain and simple fact is I'm not physically capable of doing that. Like, sitting for 20 minutes here doing the weekly update hurts my back for the rest of the day. Recording like an episode of BioShock or an episode of Trails in the Sky, like, I pretty much have to clear my schedule if I'm going to have a recording session for any videos. Streams are pretty much out of the question at this point, which sucks because, God, there's so much I want to stream right now. We got Majora's Mask out, F-Zero X just came out, and I've been having fun playing that. The Mario Kart 8 tracks are coming out, and I just like hanging out with you, everyone. Like, it's fun. But I can't do it because it ruins not just that day for me, but the next several days. And having to... And that's something casual. Like, I'm bringing that up because it's something casual. It's a hobby. I can stop doing it. If I start a class, and again, this goes back to my earlier point of commitments, which I'm not going to make if I can't keep them. If I take a class, I'm going to have to sit there. Whether it's in person or in Zoom, it's going to be probably an online course. I can't sit in a school chair. That would destroy me right now. It would destroy me even before the back was started to hurt, when I was still recovering. But having to sit for like an hour and 15 minutes, which is the general time, or if I'm taking a different course for like 3 hours, like my brother's taking a summer course, that's going to be a 3-hour course twice a week. I can't do that. That would kill me. That would destroy me. Even sitting for an hour in any chair. It's terrible for me. So like I just can't do it. Especially right now, but like I just cannot move on at all anywhere. It's horrible. Let me pause this for 1 second. Okay. So yeah, I don't know where my point was because I was continuing the thought process in my head when the video was paused. But yeah, it's just an inability to move on, and I've been trying to, one of my goals for this year, not that I make goals usually, we talked about this in New Year's, I don't like making goals because stuff like this happens, and I always feel worse when I actually set a goal and I can't do it. And one of the goals I did make this year was I was trying to be more positive, trying to be more of a positive influence on other people, trying to, just not necessarily make people's lives better through the positivity, but make it more normal to talk about positive things or acknowledge the positivity in your life or act better towards the people around you. And I think I've been doing a pretty lousy job this past month. Excuse me. Past few weeks have pretty much just been complaining and depression, and I feel horrible for that too. And being positive doesn't mean that you can't be sad, because that's ridiculous. Everybody is made of emotions, and there's always differing and conflicting emotions in the human being, and that's just what it is like to have a personality. life itself is dealing with conflicting emotions. You know, you can't say that that's not normal, because it is. But it still feels bad. But yeah. So yeah, I'm floundering for how I can do things to feel like I'm being of any useful quality at this point, because you know, I don't have a job, obviously. I'm not in school. You know, I can't work around the house because I can't bend or do anything, and now I can't even like do simple tasks because my back is broken again. So, like, all I am right now at home is extra time my parents need to spend chasing after doctors and insurance companies, you know, and looking for new desk chairs, because this one is horrible right now. You can't really see it. It's coming apart. I have this saran wrapped because it's off, and the rest of it is more or less stable, but the cushion is pretty flat at this point, and it's just very bad for my back. I sit in it for a little while, and this is my office space, so I don't have another chair to use. So we're looking for another chair, and we are looking. The problem is, like, I'm a big person, so that's like being over 6 feet tall instantly puts you in a bracket of impossible to find things. 1 second, I need to take a drink. Yeah, so being over 6 feet tall automatically puts you in like some mythical category of things that you're not the market audience for. So you have to buy big and tall stuff, which is special ordered and more expensive and whatever. I'm used to that already. But when shopping for chairs, it always seems to be either or. I want to get a fabric chair. And the reason why I want to get a fabric chair is because I just seem to produce a lot of heat. And when I sit in anything that's leather or vinyl, that heats up within like 20 minutes, and it gets super uncomfortable for me. Like, really, really uncomfortably hot, and I start sweating and everything. I hate it. I hate hate sitting in any chair that is even remotely leather or vinyl, cars or anything. It's horrible. So that instantly takes out like 80% of the comfortable executive office chairs that I'm trying to look for. Also, like any of like the DX Racer chairs, I tried those out. That was even worse on my back. And there's also that's like a whole other category of impossible to go through. I'm not getting into. But so like looking for a fabric chair is really difficult, because they're either going to be comfortable or they're going to be functional, but they are never both. And I need both. And most of the regular things that people need are available, but because of where my back surgery was, I can't have like any of those like weird S-curved back chairs for lumbar support, because I don't have a lumbar spine anymore. I have a bunch of rods and a single bone. So, like, I don't have a curve there. It's a straight line. So getting any chairs with lumbar support are actually bad for me. But yeah, so what I'm trying to say is, like, my life is a mess. I'm gonna stop complaining at this point in the video. But I have been actively trying to find solutions. It's just that because of my unique situation with my back and everything else that I've been through, physically and mentally, I have such a stupidly specific set of needs that are not one that are provided by companies. And I hate that feeling also, because then it just makes me feel like I'm being picky, as opposed to, no, I need this. Is, do I need it, or am I just being picky and I could just deal with the chair? But no, from experience, living with pain isn't a good idea. So like, if I'm gonna get a new chair or whatever, like, I'm gonna get one that's correct, because otherwise it's just gonna make my life worse. Anyway, just take a moment to purge. Okay. So I do not believe that there's going to be a stream this week for the aforementioned reasons, and I'm so sorry. I haven't even been able to do too much art. I have done some art because people have actually responded to the commission sheet. Aside from one person, actually, it's all been patrons, which I find very funny, that the Patreon people are spending more money to get commissions anyway, because I'm charging more for these than the normal Patreon thing. So you people are crazy, but I appreciate you. So yeah, I don't remember what I mean, this wasn't ready, I don't think, when I showed it, but this one was commissioned by Brett GB of Missay, Yanella, and Brett Ultimus. I call Brett Ultimus Other Brett because I knew Brett GB first, but yeah, it's just them together with Mifa on Missay's head, and Missay has like a cool D8 necklace that I think Brett got her. So yeah, it looks better on Twitter as always. So yeah, another thing I did, and I was super proud of this one, is this one was for Mika, Brave Marianne from Fire Emblem Heroes. So yeah, this one was a little difficult to do just because of all the little parts were a little time consuming. But honestly, like, I have a lot of fun with this because it starts off and I'm just like, oh god, this is gonna be horrible, this is gonna be terrible. And like the line work comes in, I'm like, okay, it looks okay. And then I start coloring it, and it's really fun doing the coloring, like on this, with gold and stuff. It's just to get the shine. There's a specific shine that gold and metal have, but as opposed to fabric when you're drawing it. Excuse me. And it's just very fun to do. It's time consuming, but it's very fun to do, and I think it came out really nicely. Thanks, T-Mobile. This past week was Proton John's 15th content anniversary. So to celebrate, he played Superman 64 on stream. So I made a Superman 64 polygonal Rosa John. He thought that he got a kick out of that. But yeah, I've been watching. Last night actually, I got my 100th month subscribed to John on Twitch, which is crazy. That's over 8 years. But yeah, it's been a wild ride. I enjoy his content very much, and it helped me out a lot. 100 months, over the last 8 years was pretty much the entirety of my battle with cancer. So yeah, he started at a really good time. It was just great. The last thing I drew, which was last night, was Page of Hearts VTuber model. Page is one of Luca's mods, and yeah, I just liked his VTuber model, so I thought it was cute, so I drew it. And yeah, that's all I drew this week. It's all I drew. I did 2 commissions. Usually I do more, but yeah, again, I had to like really slow down. I did another commission. I don't know why it's not on here, but that was for Sandy. It's on Twitter also. I'll put in I forgot to put in the moment because I put it up right before Shabbos. But yeah, so I'm just having to work a lot slower on everything, and it sucks. Yeah, I'm just not doing things. What was I gonna say? If you want to get in on a commission, by the way, the form closes on Tuesday. So, yeah, stop procrastinating. I have slots open, but I want to close the form on the 15th so that I'm not surprised with things at the end of the month that start clashing with upcoming Patreon stuff. Let's see, got the thing there. Yeah, the Proton John stream was just a very nice, good chunk of memory lane nostalgia. He was originally going to play Superman 64, and then he spent like 2 hours just going over memories, and his mods and people in the community made a video just thanking him for everything, and he liked that because, I mean, anyone would like it really, but he was feeling unappreciated, and it was a good time, so I know how that feels. I know his feeling there. So yeah, it's nice when people get together and just remind you that the things that you're doing have a purpose, you know. And it's always good to remind the people around you that they have an impact on your life, and doing so regularly is nice. It is nice. It's nice to do it. Let's see. I got from Holy Hand Grenade this Majora's Mask poster. Put a closer up picture. It's also on their Twitter. And a bunch of Danganronpa pins. Tsumugi. The Moogster. Why is her name escaping me? Ultimate Mage. I'll circle back. We'll circle back. Kokichi, Kirumi, and Make. So just got those. I already had a little group of badges from the first 2 Danganronpa games that Holy Hand Grenade. Holy. I say Holly because my brain just can't say holy. So I have badges from the first 2 games, so I got a set of the 3 also since I was ordering the Majora's Mask poster. I love Majora's Mask so much. Your name is... My brain is trying to tell me it's Hiyoko. It's not. That's the second game. It's magic. It's not Maki. Wow, Dobie. Wow. I'm just going to keep this here while we go through everything else, and the name will come to me. Just completely out of my brain. Let's see. God, one of the funniest things that is not like an Onion article that I saw this week is that LimeWire is returning as an NFT marketplace, and it fits so well that they would be doing that. It just, like, if any service would become an NFT marketplace, it would be stinking LimeWire. I used that program a lot as a kid, I'm ashamed to admit. Yeah, man, LimeWire. God, what a blast from the past. I made a cleaner version of the commission thing also because people had complained. So I'm trying to be professional. brain really wants me to think that it's Hiyoko. And yeah, in Animal Crossing, Chrissy moved in because I let Winnie move out, so that's going to be a thing to see today. And that's pretty much it. I'm not ending this video until I remember her name. But in the meantime, while I'm trying to just jog my memory, it's something with an H, isn't it? Himiko Yumeno! Yay, we did it! We did it! The two brain cells in my brain finally stopped, doing the little DVD waiting screen and both hit a corner at the same time. Himiko Yumeno! Yay! This is going to be the highlight of my day today. Remembering one thing. But yeah, I appreciate everyone listening. I appreciate your patience with me and with the lack of usual content that I was really trying to bring back. And if there have to be any stoppages in things going on, please understand. This week is also the Jewish holiday of Purim on Thursday, I believe. Wednesday is a fast day, then there's Purim on Thursday, so I'm still going to try to have videos for both of those days ready. Excuse me, but if there isn't, it's because it's busy time. Yeah, just remember to be good to each other, as always. Yeah, I talked about empathy in the in a few videos ago, and it still holds true. We talked about mixed emotions earlier in this video, and you can be angry at a situation or at something that has happened in the past, but not let that get in the way of your empathy in the present. And just think about that, if you will. That's my request for today. Think about the human ability to compartmentalize events for the sake of having empathy for a fellow human being. But yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Yeah, I'm not seeing us having any good news next week. There was a PlayStation thing also, a direct, whatever they had, the state of play, but there wasn't really anything that I was interested in, so we're not talking about that. But yeah, thank you for listening. I appreciate you very much. I really do. People have been sending me nice messages, and I have not responded to all of them, but I've read all of them, and I appreciate you so much. If you've said something on Discord or Twitter, I've seen it. So don't think that I've overlooked you in any way, shape, or form. I'm having a very hard time existing. Not existing like living, but just existing as Dovi, the online personality, Sephiroth 1204. So I appreciate your patience with me, and here's hoping for better things. If you're celebrating Purim, I hope you have a good holiday. I think St. Patrick's Day is also this week, possibly also on Thursday, so be careful on the roads. It's 2 drinking holidays in one. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.